Thanks for coming. Welcome to Bridge Weekly Clinic. This will be recorded for future training and training purposes. This will be uploaded. We will do some Q&A questions at the end of it. So yeah, so all this this is all in our YouTube previous on the 2nd of May, which will record. So if I go too fast, you can do a reference back, and all these slides are inside there. Okay, so I sent the link to all of you last week. What we do last week covers most of the content that we have, but briefly go through. So who are advisors? These are the content that we'll be talking. Why should you join Bridge, and your payout, what are our content? And basically, we consider your recorded version to be as a digital assets. And digital assets will have two types of income. One is a residual income, as in royalty. Another one is your actual income, that is your video that you're doing with another student. There are basically 7 billion people. So basically, how many of us, these people, are actively studying or learning? So the answer to there are two types of answer. One is students, as in students, NTU graduates and stuff like that, undergraduates and stuff. Another one is actually adults, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60. So Bridge is trying to bridge the gap of people who are studying, who are trying to seek more opportunities, as well as to increase their career opportunities. So we are a job portal. We group everybody together. Advisors needs to be at least 15 to 20 years of experience. And I would say for Bridge, you need to have these 3 things: case study analysis, conduct market research, as well as create some prediction model. So that's the reason why age will play is important, because you are able to foretell what is going to happen based on the industry you are going in. Eventually, we also need to sign a contract with Bridge, so that we do have a contractual agreement, how we pay you and how you're being released in terms of funds. Okay, so next is why you should join as an advisor. So basically, it will help you in your career. It will help you in terms of recognition, and we're actually doing a lot of video resumes for yourself as an advisor yourself. So these are the industry that we're targeting. Paid as an advisor, briefly go through two types of. So now I am an advisor, you're a student, you are using my time, and I charge a fee ranging from $30 all the way to $50 SGD. This whole session will be recorded. You will be considered as a digital assets, which you will get royalty. Okay, my payout will be 70% to advisors themselves, 30% will be by Bridge. So this is the first income, and the second income will be royalty. So if a person pay a $7 to view what we have done today, you will get 50% of it, and it will all go into a credit wallet. Okay, so basically my hourly rate, let's say now is $100. So after today, I finish a 1-hour consultation. As of now, I will be credited $70 in my wallet, and $30 will go to Bridge. And if the video is being circulated and distributed out, and there are other students, for example, people here, they see, they will pay $7, you will be paid $3.50. 50% of what they pay, you will go into your credit of your wallet, and you are able to withdraw it every week, Monday, 5 o'clock cutoff time. Okay, so if you're a Singaporean, good, you will be paying by PayNow and bank transfer. If you are overseas market, then we will use other platform to pay to you. So type of content that is available is something like that. So I just need to go through with you. These are the type of content. So basically, you need to know. So as an advisor, you should be fingertips knowledge, as well as you should be able to give some prediction model for whatever you're intending to teach. So having said that, this content or this advisory role is not just limited to Singaporean, it's limited to overseas. So we start with Singapore. The second country we'll be going is Malaysia, Indonesia. We go into Southeast Asia. After we go into China, India, Australia, Hong Kong. And after that, we go to US and Germany. So your content will be related to now in Singapore, but you must have a further direction of you are actually distributing your content overseas. So in short, this content or this video that you are doing under Bridge platform, which we'll show you later, is to broadcast and teach people so that you don't just teach. You just teach one time, and this content or these digital assets will be distributed out to the world using social media and EDMs. So digital assets is basically, we'll be live for 36 months. After that, we'll pass the copyright to you. So anybody will pay $7 as a student, you will get half. The student will get 50 cents and the bridge will get $3. It's SGD. People in Myanmar, Cambodia, China, they will pay equivalent worth of Singapore dollars SGD. After every video, there will be a feedback, and that's where we know. So for example, maybe I'm teaching about entrepreneur. Another person, for example, we have, let's say, Ming or Michelle is also doing entrepreneur. Then it depends on the review of the video to decide whether the person wants to pay or don't pay. So that you get to see a review or what other people say, and from there you decide. So 3 steps: create an account, create your first session, and publish your video. So that is how easy for an advisor. First video, you need to have your own product. That means you need to know who are you, what do you really want to teach, and what do you want to project yourself. Taking into consideration advisor role, the next phase we'll be doing is investor. So if you are a self-employed, you are a head of department, you are actually trying to promote yourself to an investor or your future bosses in the investor side. That is will be launched out in the next 9 months. So do it with the intention that you use this as a platform to teach passive income. The second objective is that we will have investor talking to you. Yeah. So in short, this content or this video that you are doing under Bridge platform, which we'll show you later, is to broadcast and teach people so that you don't just teach. You just teach one time, and this content or these digital assets will be distributed out to the world using social media and EDMs. Okay, so yeah, I stopped here for a while. So maybe you all can tell me what types of content you're looking at, because I see from some CV, some of you are CEO level, CFO levels. I'm not sure. Okay, any questions?
Bryan, so does it mean that, I don't know, I don't quite understand what you are doing. That means we have to come up with our own content, video it, then the video belongs to your...
The first video you create through Bridge, that is, you create your first video with Bridge. So the first video, your student will be your own friends or your own partner. But that video, you need to craft it out to tell people what you are good at.
Oh, that means if I create a video, where do I get my students from?
Your student will be, the first student will be a partner or your spouse or whoever. The second students will be...
So do they have to pay money to watch my video?
Not for the first video. First video, you will be paid. The second view, so for example, I just show you. So this is the video that we created last week. So this is the video we created last week. Okay. So anybody can come to this website. So if you got Mary, your inside, you will be the second one. You will be able to search. The moment they view the session. So this is a preview of what we are teaching. These are the content that the title to entice the the student to view, to pay for it. And after that, when they click on this, they will start to pay. So the moment they start to pay, the first 2 video, you will not be charged. You will not be paid. The third video, you will be paid.
Okay, so you're saying first video we created, then we can get people to view them.
No, the people will be done by us.
The people?
The student will be done by us.
But you're saying the students are our spouse, our friends, and all those?
The first video created.
Okay, so let's say if we start the first video created, we will not be paid for this.
Correct.
Then our students, we just get any Tom, Dick, and Harry to be our students. They don't have to pay also.
First one.
First one.
Yeah.
Then, okay, then the second one?
Second one is after they see a video, your title is enticing to them, then they will start to contact you by chatting with you. Then that's where they will start to pay you your hourly rate.
Who will pay the hourly rate?
The next student.
The next student?
Yeah.
Who is the student?
It's our distribution, our marketing distribution. Anybody.
Anybody?
Yeah.
I don't quite understand. Okay, the student contact me.
The
student will use my video to teach.
No, the student will ask you questions. Can you teach certain things based on the video that you have done?
What do I teach them then?
So it depends on the first video. It depends on what is your expertise. What do you want to teach?
That means not teaching, right? It's just giving advice, is it?
Sorry. Could I try and maybe summarize this a little bit better, or maybe in a way that maybe Dr. Mary would understand. The first video that is created is really just a pitch. It's more of a sales pitch of what you can do, who you are. Just it provides some background of your credibility and your achievements, etc. It talks about what sort of it should show what topics that you're good at and what sort of things that you can really share about that would benefit a person who would want to continue watching the next videos that will come or continue engaging with you in future.
Yes.
So it's more like an advertising video that, of course, you do yourself. Now, do you need to have a student there when you're doing that video?
Yes,
you need. So where is and how is that student shown in that video? Is that student shown in the video as a window, as a part of another window?
Yeah, another window. We are integrating with Zoom.
So basically, it looks like the video looks like a screenshot from a Zoom call.
Yes.
Would that be right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Dr. Mary, in the first video, you actually have you in one window, and maybe your friend or your partner or your kids or whoever in other windows, basically listening to you or pretending to listen to you while you do your pitch. And that actually is the first video. It's like an ad. Or basically something to help market you. Now, after that video is done, correct me if I'm wrong, Bryan.
Yep.
After that video is done and put up on Bridges, portfolio of advisors, if someone watches that video and says, "Hey, you know what? Dr. Mary said something that really reached out to me. I think I'd like to contact her and get some advice on so and so things that you are an expert about," and then he contacts you, and after that once he realizes that yes, you can definitely talk about this, etc., that's when he pays.
Yes, that's where he pays.
That's when he pays for that video, when you're actually doing that, and that session is also recorded. And that is the second, and that's like the second video onwards. Am I right to say that?
Yes, you're correct. Okay,
so Dr. Tan, have you understood that? Does that make sense?
Does it mean that we have to keep producing videos as our lessons?
You just need to produce a session.
We have to keep
whenever you're doing a Zoom call,
whenever you're doing videos, is that correct?
Whenever you do a Zoom call, it's being recorded.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you do a Zoom call, it's being recorded, and that's the video.
Yeah, let me demonstrate. So this is this is a test account. So this is Dr. Mary, you write your who are you. So this will be shown to the student, your CVs, what's your credential and stuff like that. Your expected salary, 288, and your contact and info, it will be blanco to the users, and your industry, cybersecurity, design, education, engineering. So just imagine that this is Dr. Mary Tan. Okay, so basically you will need to create your first session. So we have, So the first thing you need to do is ask the advisor. So this is the second page. This is how it looks like when you submit. So you need to fill up all you have so that the students will be able to know who you are. So here we will have create your first video. That's where you start to create your first video. You add what ways to create a second income part 2. And these are the video that we have done for the first session. So this is actually push out. There are 3 viewers. So you are being paid $3.50 into your credit wallet. Does it make sense now? So once I see this video, let's say a student see this video, it entices it, like what Keith has said, it is what you have actually correspond or resonate to him or her based on what they are looking for. They will start to engage with you by chatting with you. Yeah. So
it means we are actually waiting for people to contact us. Then we get paid.
No, the first session is, so you get paid by the viewership. So that's the royalty. The royalty. So if this is 10, you get 7 times 350. So that is, you wait for
so
them.
The rate is, who determines the rate?
Determined by you. It's
so
determined
if
by
people
you.
view my video, I'll be paid.
People view your video people pay for your video to view, you'll be paid. So these are the sessions that is being created.
That means we will have to keep producing video to have a wider range.
In average about 10. So you got 10 passive video that is running around.
Oh, I see. So, okay. That means it's not like you all have.
It's different from YouTube. You shouldn't get information from YouTube. You should be engaging. So for example, I explained to you. So this is how it looks like. This is actually a real life session. There's a chat function. So this is Gabriel, and the student could be any one of you, and someone has paid for it, and I will just start a Zoom meeting. So once I start a Zoom meeting, it will trigger, and the advisor will be teaching. Prior to that, the student will ask by chatting with the teacher or advisor, what are the questions that they're looking for. And once that is done, then the advisor need to give us these 3 things. What do you think your title should be? Video description, category, and who do you think your target should be? So for example, Dr. Mary, you need to, I need to know what are you good at. Then it's easy to relate to you. Dr. Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you good at, or what is your expertise?
Oh, I see. So I don't know. That's why I want to know what actually are you all doing.
Basically,
it may not be what I'm looking for.
No problem. So basically, my expertise is on investment and real estate. That is my real and businesses. These are my three expertise that I have in me as 40 plus. I run many businesses, so this is one of them. So basically, I would like to teach another startup, for example. So I will give a session. What do I look for as an investor to buy a startup? And all this will be there. So who will be my target audience will be those who are keen to do entrepreneurship. So that's the whole session of, that's how it does. Once it's being recorded, once it's published, then it will go into here. So so you see, so this is the title. This is the content that you need to give us as an advisor, and your target audience that we would like to reach out to. Okay, so we will reach out to 56 million subscribers in different countries. So for example, maybe Dr. Meritan, you are a psychology by profession, and you don't want to target Singapore, you want to target people in Malaysia. Then we will just go to Malaysia market. Just go to Malaysia market. Yeah. So there is about 761,000. So these are job seekers who are looking for jobs. So we'll push to them, and if your content suits them, they will start to pay and they will start to ask second question.
But if they're seeking for a job, how can I find jobs for them?
No, they may ask for advice. You're not an employer, you're an advisor. You're an advisor. You're just giving your expertise on what you think you are good at. And people will just come to you because of what you're good at.
Oh, so actually the students will be looking for you, not the other way around where Bridge actually has, gather all the students for you to teach them. It's not like that, is it?
No, we do have a strong base. So that is the reason why. So if you have a good content, how did Dr. Mary help? How did Bryan help a startup to get ROI in 6 months with a seed fund of $1 million? And revenue turns to 10 million every 3 years. So these are exciting topic for entrepreneurs who would like to because of cash flow and how did Bryan. So the second description will be how Bryan helped them to acquire finance, how to get VCs on board, and how to increase their revenue model. So these are topics that I'm good at. Of course, I can teach them. So not say teach, but to share. And maybe I charge an hourly rate of $80, but I'm not keen on $80. I'm more keen on the royalty fees and to engage the second topic. So definitely when I reach out to students, they may be keen on, oh, hi, Bryan, are you able to help me on how do I increase my revenue for my hotel, for example? Something in that form. Then, I will say, yes, I run 3 hotels in 2018 until COVID strike. So I will tell them, oh, this is how I do it. You can mimic, you can copy, or these are some of the strategies that I use. So that is how the whole conversation. So you start with 1, then you start with 2, 3, 4, you just snowball. So of course, those you don't engage because at the end of all the videos, there will be a review. So they will say, hey, Dr. Mary, you're not telling the truth or it's not correct. They will review. Then we will access you by QC. Okay. So another topic is this. Yeah. So if you're an under tech company, you're under tech Python engineering software, yes, we will be very keen to work with you. If you are in social media and you are engaged, you have a lot of, you're able to get numbers and ROI, I think this is the whole trend. Okay, but if you're into manufacturing engineering, then of course your target audience will not be in Singapore. Your target audience will be overseas. So it really depends on what. So basically, you're not just talking to Bridge as in a Singapore company. You're reaching out to Southeast Asia to Singapore, and Singapore advisors to go out. Okay, so that is how the whole idea about it.
Can I ask a few questions?
Yes.
Okay, the way you are saying just now was that for those personnel whose expertise are probably on the engineering or very sort of sophisticated engineering projects, the targeted audiences are mostly out of Singapore.
Yes, so you need to let us know who are your target audience. Then we will zoom in either through social media or through our network.
Okay.
Yeah. So
the second question I have is, do you see quite a sizable audience who actually like to understand very complex process plant engineering?
So it depends on who you are actually targeting.
Because first of all, those audiences are very small.
Yep.
Secondly, those audiences are not the kind of person who actually search through the internet for lessons. Is that right? So are you seeing quite I won't say a lot, but significant number of videos of this nature that people actually teach you the complexity of chemical processes and how to build the plant and how to maintain the plant?
Okay, so this whole session is an hour. So you need to know who are you targeting and who do you want. So if you're just targeting to one person, it's very difficult. But if you're targeting to 100,000 in Southeast Asia, you need to let me know, Bryan or Bridge, this is more of people who wants to seek and a PhD or a master degree in this type of engineering.
Yes.
Then we will start to reach out. But again, it really depends. So they will pay the $7 because they can't get it at YouTube or any other form. The whole idea is to get to know you.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Actually, end of it, I think I got a big problem in this MNC plan.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Eng, you are able to assist us. So that is the whole idea. So this is more like a marketing platform.
Yeah, okay. The second question I have is that the way the platform is being I would say, designed, does it mean that most of your audiences needs to be able to be communicated in English?
Yes.
And is very, I would say, not only technical, but things that literally rather high level in terms of understanding.
English is
language levels.
English is our main. So if you're targeting to Germans or any other China, 中国 or wherever, it will be 1-2 years from now.
Okay.
Yeah, we have about 404 for China. Hong Kong is about 589 and 268. Yeah. So that is
because
what we have.
Yeah, I happen to be trilingual myself, and I happen to be trilingual not only in normal days communication, but in technical communication as well. So I know those kind of clients or those kind of audiences is difficult to find unless you belong to a specific trade.
So you also must take note that if you alone do this video, you can't sell yourself. It needs to be on a collective form.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. So we will filter by categories, advisors, and posting. So just imagine there are about 100 videos. I need to search, and we will recommend people. We will recommend videos. So it's something like you happen to talk about engineering, then suddenly my video will come out. How do you get a second passive income?
Of course, if I make a video, I had to make the video title that's easy to perceive.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
So there's a video preview. You can preview here. Yep. So that's how we do it. So basically, I see the content is to target my eyes. This is so I haven't paid yet. This is to target my mind. And eventually, I need to target my wallet.
Okay.
So that's how we do it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So this is how when we publish. So maybe you can do how the biggest mistake, how to get past, let you tell your secret. So these are content. Just take note, we are consumer based, B2C. We are not B2B. So your content should be more B2C. So you must take it to consideration when you're doing a video. Your target audience should be a 25 years old who is your junior staff who wants to be like you in the next 15 years.
Okay. In my trade, you don't see anybody younger than that.
Yeah. So we're very niche, but overall for a group, you need to take note that you are actually teaching a 25 years old to 35 years old person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So the rest of the team, are y'all clear, or because the whole idea is to create the first video. From there, you use it as a jumping board to get your second and third video. So if the first video is attractive enough, the students will be starting to pay you $7 and they'll engage the one-to-one session with you. And the one-to-one session will be based on topics that the students wants to ask. So after that, you have 2 passive business, one here and another one is here. Yeah. Any questions? If not, then we will end this session. Anyway, this will be recorded and put into YouTube. You can have a cross-reference, and if you need to, you can just refer to me. You can send me an email. Then I will take you to then you can discuss on the topic that you would like to do the video.
Okay, thank you.